We got a preview of that warmth as of this afternoon. Temperatures all the way up into the 80s, second time this month, second time this year. And this is around when we typically see our first 80-degree days. The one 3 weeks ago was a bit on the early side. You can see most spots in the state line at least got close to the 80s, if not into the 80s. And we sit right now in the upper 60s to low 70s, widespread around the state line. And this is a very warm night ahead, as we may only drop about another 8 degrees, possibly 10 degrees, which leaves us well into the 60s going into the overnight hours, which is a little closer to our usual daytime high temperature, down to 62 for Rockford under a partly cloudy sky. Breezy winds, a big reason why we're seeing that warmth stick around even overnight. We have gusts up to 25 miles per hour, so much calmer than earlier today, but breezy enough to keep those temperatures afloat, and that's a great stepping off point then to get us well into the 80s for another day in a row. We also have a partly cloudy sky overnight, allowing us to get some good views of the first of 2 supermoons this year. The moon is a little closer in its orbit to Earth, so it appears bigger and definitely brighter as a result of it being, again, just a little closer. The April full moon is nicknamed the pink moon, not necessarily because it shows up as pink, but because of the flowers that are usually blooming around this time of year. Now, each month's full moon has a different nickname, so this one is the pink moon, or otherwise known as the pink supermoon, because it is a supermoon this time around. And if you happen to step outside, it's going to appear nice and bright. And check out this photo. If you look real close here, that's a flock of birds flying right in front of the moon. You can check this one out, plus several others that are rolling in with the full moon at our 13 Weather Authority photo community on Facebook. And now as we go into tomorrow morning, warming up fast. Temperatures start out in the low 60s, already back into the middle 70s by noon, and we're easily into the 80s by the early afternoon. So another preview of summer weather. Forecast calls for 83 tomorrow under a partly cloudy sky. No rain expected. Breezy winds gusting only up to 25 miles per hour, so a little less windy out there going into the afternoon. Now later on this week, we do cool off, as you can see. However, we're going to hold on to that spring warmth, so we really don't cool off all that far. We have to keep an eye on Wednesday and Thursday for some rain showers. They may even start up as of late Tuesday night. You can see a couple of scattered showers and storms, maybe even a quick thunderstorm heading into midnight as of tomorrow night. Wednesday starting off mainly dry, and as you can see, hit or miss showers in the region, and eventually they move in, or at least get closer to us. Could see some spotty rainfall, maybe a couple rumbles of thunder heading into Wednesday evening. The line of thunderstorms then moves to our south as of Wednesday night, but we still see some spotty showers and possible storms going into Thursday morning before the weather dries out for good after that. By then, temperatures are cooler. We're down into the low 60s by Thursday, so after tomorrow, we drop 20 degrees, but not too rapidly, and that's about as cool as it gets. And this is around average for this time of year, so typical spring warmth going into the end of the work week, back into the 70s this weekend under mainly dry and quiet conditions. And in your most accurate 10-day forecast, we'll hold on to the near-average weather into early next week, so May starting out on a nice warm note, James.
Looks pretty good, Alex. Thanks. Still to come.